On today's episode of the Jamaican Cooking Journey, I'll be sharing with you just a easy little dinner recipe. But I just want to pause here to say special thanks to my patrons that have been making my page possible. And if you would like to be a part of my Patreon family, click on the link in the description and let's have some fun over on Patreon in the kitchen. Post notification channel, so it goes right up here. So this little easy dinner is going to be steamed callaloo and some white rice. Now my callaloo is already cleaned and chopped, and there is a video that I did about 5 years ago showing how you clean your callaloo, how you wash your callaloo. A matter of fact, I showed you how to select, because the older the callaloo, the darker the green when it's properly steamed, and it has a bitter taste. So the younger the callaloo, the more you enjoy it. Now I have my little condiments here. There are some chopped tomatoes, maybe 2 chopped plummy tomatoes, half of a medium onion, 2 stalks of scallion, and right here I have loads and loads of sliced garlic. I'm gonna be putting some of my Scotch bonnet pepper. For me, the garlic, it does wonders for the callaloo. And if you're watching this video and you can attest to that, leave me a comment below. When you use loads and loads of garlic in your callaloo, you need nothing more. You don't need any form of other seasoning. The garlic, it just flavors up the callaloo. So let us start by, did I say I was going to make some rice? Yes, I'm going to be making the rice. I'm going to be making the rice a special way, as I showed you some years ago. Washing off the rice, putting it off the boil, boiling off the heavy starch. So I'll be washing it right now. For that tutorial in depth, I'm going to also leave the link. So I have 2 tutorials to leave the link in the description. Next clip. So my rice is on right now, and I'm having a problem with my stove. Why? So no salt, no nothing, just plain water. I've washed it a few times. This is jasmine, so yeah, I didn't have to wash it as much as I had to wash the others. Stirring it around, leaving it, covering halfway, leaving it to come to a boil. Remember to monitor it as soon as it starts boiling and the extra starch comes up to the top. I'll come back and I'll remove it, and we will proceed to do what we do. As you watch the tutorial, you will see what we do. So it's rice and callaloo, white rice and steamed callaloo. We got me here a little oil inside there. I'm gonna get my skillet preheated somewhat and I'll return. The first thing in my skillet is my garlic. I'm not gonna let them burn though. You know, garlic is easy to burn. Yeah. Onions and scallions in, so I put the garlic first, but I monitor it. Tons and tons of garlic. That's what flavors the callaloo. And I can easily well put in my tomatoes right now. I'm making a little base right there with some moisture. Also, I'm building some flavors, natural flavors for my steamed callaloo. So what I'll do at this point, I will just leave the tomatoes to break down, and the onions and everything. As I monitor them, I will leave them to break down. My seasons have started to break down, and this is the time when I personally like to add my callaloo. Okay, so you're noticing I've just have my seasons being sauteed, and I'm putting in my callaloo right now. As I put my callaloo, pot is closely covered, I'm gonna turn it down to the lowest. Also right here, I'm gonna look on my rice. You see it's coming to a boil, and some of the extra starch is coming to the top, but I let it boil a little more and then I'll return. Okay, so you see it's coming to a more rapid boil. Look at it. So I'm gonna stir it around. We're gonna remove it now from the flame, and we are gonna strain it off. Straining it off in your sieve, in your strainer, not your colander, you know. You want to rinse it, rinse all those starch. Alright. When you see the full tutorial, you see what it looks like. So back onto our flame. So at this point, I've had a little salt to taste, and that depends on you. Okay, I'll just add that. Now it's time to come to my callaloo. Remember to select callaloo that is young. Did I say that? So what I want to do, I want to start moving around from the bottom up and over. Okay, you see that? Yeah, I did not add any water. I put it on the low. Yes, and this smells so good. This is the time for me to add a little salt. If you are somebody that likes, sometimes I add black pepper, not all the time, because I did put some Scotch bonnet pepper. I showed you, but I did not put it on camera. I never remember, so I had to put it off camera. So you see that? You see that juice down in there? The tomato started with that base, and the onions, they made that base of juice. I didn't know some salt to taste, and right here I'm adding some dried rosemary. Dried thyme would, green thyme would be fine, but I'm using dried rosemary for this. Nothing more from me right now. Those seasonings will do everything. If you want to add a little butter, but remember, you know, that most of the butter or the margarine, they have salt. I'm going to keep it on the low, and this juice that is in there with that tomato breaking down, it will continue. I'll keep this for probably another 5 minutes, as I don't want my callaloo going too dark. So I added a little salt to my rice. The water is warm enough now for me to put in my little butter. Remember, at dinner we are making white rice and steamed callaloo. When was the last time you had that? Put in my little butter, turn my flame down, and it's gonna stay there. Everything has been steaming. When you see me next, everything will be ready, and I will plate for you. That's easy. That's just how easy this dinner is. Okay, now fam, everything is ready. Our rice is ready, and you see I can pick it up. Now with this rice, we will not be able to cook this rice, you see, because most of the starch is already out of it. Because remember, you know, when you cook the rice, we're finishing up our recording, and the rain has come down, and it's so hard out there, but we really welcome it. So I try to talk over the thing because my mouth loud. So I'm saying to you, when you cook your rice, and you know, you see some rice so you can cook it easily, that rice has a lot of starch. It is the starch that holds it together. So this is what it looks like. Flip top. Yeah. Okay. Our callaloo is here. It did get a little overcooked. I went to do something, you know, and it got a little overcooked, but that's okay. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be plating up some for you in the next plate. So because your rice is going to be, even if you cup it into a hole, you want to have a deep spoon like this. You want to try to just mold it around with the deep spoon. Get that more like you're making, you know what I'm talking about. There you have it, family, your white rice. And I show you how I did it. But remember to go watch that tutorial, your steamed callaloo. And I just cut it up for you with 3 pieces of avocado. Easiest midweek dinner. Please do enjoy. Remember to make sure that you like these videos, thumbs up those videos. Leave me comments below. When was the last time you had white rice and the steamed callaloo? No saltfish, no nothing to take for the taste and the flavor from the callaloo. Let me know. No meat and all of that. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. I'll catch you again with another video.